Alrighty, hey everybody, welcome to another video. I wanted to make a little short guide about how to get Nikke, Goddess of Victory, working on Linux. It's actually quite easy and runs really well. So we're installing it on Linux, and if we take a look at my system right here, you can see I'm running SteamOS. So this will work on a Steam Deck, a Steam machine, just on any Linux distro in general. Really, this will work. I had CachyOS installed before. I just recently moved over to SteamOS once it kind of released and the Steam machine released and it was kind of desktop ready. And it's actually been really great. If you're been thinking about moving over to Linux, SteamOS has been great so far. Caveat though is you'll want to make sure you're running all AMD hardware if you want to use SteamOS. I think right now that's like the consensus out there. But you have other distributions like Bazite or what I just moved from CachyOS that are great if you have Intel and NVIDIA and whatever other hardware. But anyways, let's get into installing Nikke and getting that working. So first things, you'll want to make sure you have Proton Plus downloaded. And in here, you'll want to take a look. We're going to download the DW Proton version. You'll want just download the latest, and that'll work. Pretty simple. Once you have that downloaded and installed, you'll need to relaunch Steam and everything for it to show up. But once that happens, we'll go to just the main Nikke download site and download the installer for the game. Well, one thing you'll also want to do before installing is know where you have your Steam games installed. So if you're planning on installing it in the same place. So basically I just go into Steam, we want, can I find it? There we go, Steam Apps, comp data. And then here, this is just all the data for your games. You'll just want to keep an eye on this because we're going to need to go find the Nikke folder. So just keep an eye on which ones you have here and then what is the new folder that gets added to it. So once we have this installed, we can go to Steam. As you see, I have it installed and it runs and fine, everything. So we'll go add a game, add non-Steam game, browse. I would also recommend, before we do this, when you download the installer for the game, I recommend moving it to a folder, a dedicated folder. So I just have it in my documents. I have a Nikke folder where I have all the stuff in here. You just paste it, just so you can have it organized, and if you need to reinstall or if there's updates and you need to replace it with a new one, which I've done a few times, you can see here, you can do that. Anyways, once you have it in that folder, then you can go back, add Steam game, go to that folder, pick the .exe, open, add selected program, and then before launching you'll need to go to properties, compatibility, and we're going to change to the DW Proton latest version. Once you have that, then you can just hit play, and then it'll open up the installer. So we'll give it a sec. Cool. Then you can choose where you want to install it. I'd recommend just letting it install where it wants to install. It'll just be in the folder that we opened up earlier where like the rest of your Steam games are installed. You can just hit install. I've already got it installed, so I'm not going to do that. Once it does install, the launcher will show up, or it'll give you the option to like launch the game. Don't do that, just exit out of it. So this is where we needed the to know where it was installed, because we're gonna add the actual launcher exe to the game so we can launch the game. So if you remember, that's home, Steam. For me, this is where it's at. It should be similar for you as well if you just let it install where it wanted to. Let's see, Steam apps, comp data, and then for me it is this one, but for you the numbers might be different. So that's why I said to have the folder open earlier, just so that you can, I guess I don't have open, see what the newest addition was. I guess you can see on the side here when it was added, and that'll be the newest addition to it. So let's go here, prefix, and then we'll go to the drive C, then Nikke folder, launcher, and then Nikke launcher.exe. You'll open, add selected program, and you have it added to Steam. Don't forget, you'll need to change compatibility to the DW Proton latest, and that's it. You can just hit play, it'll open up. There you go, pretty easy. You can see it. I guess they were gonna add it, or gonna try to add it to Steam at one point, because they have the Steam quick login option right here. But you just do other logins and then you can log into it using whatever account you use. And that's about it. A little, I guess, detail about updates, because sometimes you'll need to update the launcher to the game and stuff too. So when that happens, you could just re-download the new launcher from the official page, and then you can go into here and change the target to the new file. That's why you can see I've kind of labeled them with the different updates as well, to know the difference. So you can just select the new update file that you downloaded and use that instead. Then you just launch it, and then it'll install. Just install it in the same place you did it originally, and it'll install the update. Sometimes I've noticed if you launch the game itself and it asks like, hey, there's an update, and you hit like OK and it downloads the update and everything, when you relaunch the game it will ask to re-download and update again. So it doesn't work like that. I've noticed if you go the folder, so we'll just go manage, browse local files. Sometimes if you do that update, there will be an update folder inside this launcher folder, and so you just go into the update folder, copy everything, come back to the launcher folder and paste it in here and overwrite, and that should apply the update. If worst comes to worst, you just download it, reinstall it from the start. But yeah, it's pretty simple. Runs great, not too shabby really. So thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, give a like, leave a comment, let me know if it works for you. I'm not super savvy, so I don't know if I'd be able to help. If you do have any questions or run into any problems, I will try to answer best I can if I'm able to. I'll also put a link in the description to the GitHub where I originally kind of found this process and figured out like, oh, it's actually possible to play it on Linux and not having to just use my phone anymore or something for it. So anyways, have a good one.